y'all, hello and welcome back to the Meemaw Diaries, where we get cozy and get in touch with our inner Meemaw. So today I am going to be showing you my very simple yarn and craft storage. So this is the cart that I got for my birthday, and this is where I'm storing a lot of my yarn and craft supplies, and it's just a really simple storage area. And so I thought that I would show you just in case anybody needs ideas or just in case you have simple storage too. Hopefully this will encourage you to see a simple yarn storage. I will say that I don't keep a lot of extra yarn. Now, of course, I have a little bit of extra because everybody does, right? But I don't have a lot of extra yarn. So I kind of just keep what I need for my projects and all that kind of stuff in here. But we are going to go through it. And then, like I said, I got this for my birthday. So I've only had it less than a month. So it's kind of decorated a little bit summery at the moment. But I think I'm actually just going to decorate it for each season. Just put a new little diamond art out and things like that. So anyways, we are going to go ahead and get into it, get into the video. And I'm going to show you my storage, and I hope that you are having a great day, and I will get into the video. I'm going to go ahead and we're going to start over here on the right with these drawers, and this is a little bit more of just like the crafting supplies, smaller yarn supplies I'll show you, and then my yarn I put over here on the left, as you can see. So let's go ahead and get started on the right. So I'm going to try to position this where y'all can see it. Okay, so what I have in the very top drawer is I have my crochet hooks, some of them in here, and then I also have some of my crochet hooks in here. So I got this case from Hobby Lobby, and then I actually got this case at the Dollar Tree with all of their school supplies, and that works really good for some of the bigger hooks. And then I also just have some extra bigger yarn needles. Then of course I have my bag here with more supplies in here, my tape measure, other needles, all the little tchotchkes that you need. And then I just have some stitch markers. Oh my gosh, that took me forever. I have some stitch markers as well. So that's in that top drawer, crochet related. Then in this next drawer, I just have a few diamond art supplies in here. So I just have my fall diamond art. So so far I just have a blue pumpkin and a pink pumpkin from Hobby Lobby. And then I just put one of my Christmas diamond art kits in here, but I cannot put the other one in because it's too big. So that is all of that stuff in there. Then in the next drawer down, this is where I've been keeping kind of an assortment of things. Sorry, I'm trying to tilt the drawer so y'all can see it better, but it's making everything move. So this is the kit that my sister-in-law got me for my birthday. That is a duck, Quacks the duck, that I'm going to make, that I'm really excited about. Then I just have all of my earring making supplies right here. I don't do a lot of amigurumi type stuff, but I do have just an assortment of eyes and backs right here in case that I want to do any of that kind of stuff. So that's what's in that drawer. Then in the next drawer right here, I just have a bunch of the same kit to make crochet these little cowgirl or cowboy hats. And I've already made one, that's why there's 3 left. And I want to, instead of making them into keychains, I want to make them earrings for my sister and I. I will say, following the tutorial, mine don't look quite as cute as this, but yeah. And then this is a bookmark making like cross stitch kit from Target, and then in this little project bag I just have the other one that from the kit that I'm already working on. So these little project bags are so great. I found these a 2-pack at Target for $1. So just having things like that to keep things organized is so nice. Then in the next drawer is my planners. I want to be a planner girly. Somebody help me. I feel like I start a planner and I'm so committed to it, and then everything hits the fan and I don't end up following through, and I really want to. I used to be better at it. But this is a smaller planner that I got from Hobby Lobby just to take on the go, write appointments in, gratitude journaling, that sort of thing. And then this darling girly is my big planner. Sorry, one of my hairs randomly got in here. This is my big planner, and I thought it was so cute with the cowgirl boots and then like the saying on it. And so I need to get back into this. I'm not going to lie. I have not been. But I kind of want to start making some planner videos. We'll see. So that's my planners. And then this is my planner stickers. My favorite planner stickers are Bloom that you can get from Amazon. I would assume they also have their own website. I got this case, if you can't tell, I love hot pink. I got this case at Walmart for $1, and I just put a bunch of my Bloom planner stickers in here. It's pretty much all Bloom planner stickers. And then I also have this random productivity pack of stickers that my husband got me from Amazon that I had asked for, and then just more Bloom stickers that I hadn't opened the packs of. And then these were just some Callie Danielle stickers that I got as well. And then in the back, this planner sticker set, I think I got from Walmart. So that is all of my planner sticker organization. I also have more stickers downstairs that I need to find. There's still some things that, even though we moved 2 years ago, I'm like, oh, I need to go look for that. So we'll see if I find those. But that is my current sticker organization. And then the next one is cards. I also have more cards in the closet, but that's okay. So this is my card storage. I got some cards at Trader Joe's recently that I showed in a video, and I just love their cards, and they're like 99 cents, and so it's hard to beat that. Then I have some letters to Santa for my son to do, and then just a bunch of random cards that I frankly meant to give to people before now and haven't. So I have them for holidays and whatnot and need to use those up. And then over here, I just have another thing of cards, and then some thank you stickers, and then thank you so much that we gave to Bruce teachers, and then another roll of like thank you stickers. And then this says Happy Mail. I really want to, once my son gets a little bigger, he can start mailing his cousins letters and stuff. I think that'd be really cute. So have all of that stuff. So there's that. And then in the next drawer, let's see here, we have some diamond art supplies here in this next drawer. So this was a diamond art organization kit that I got, and I actually have been using yard sale stickers. So I'll try to open this super quick and show you. But I just used stickers that you can get for like yard sales and stuff, and I just put which ones was which on the bottom there. But this holds all of the diamond art supplies for this particular project. Okay, and then I also just have a few extra diamond art pins right there, pencils. And then this is the project itself that I was working on. It's really super pretty diamond art. So I have all of that to be able to finish this project. Okay. And then this next one has a little bit more cross stitch stuff. I got this darling bow and then this cowgirl boot to make. And once I get these done, I want to hang them above my craft storage. I think it would be really cute. I found this at Target for $1. It's a library card bookmark, and then you can put the date, the name of the book you finished, and the rating that you would give it. And it was $1. It comes with 6 different bookmarks. And then under here, I just have this Lifelines Mosaic Designs, the Mediterranean one. And you basically just use the pins they give you on the back, and it comes with different shapes, and you make the designs out of it. This is really, really fun. And I love that it comes with the dual-sided pins, and you literally can just go like that and take off the pin set. Then you can put it back. That way you never lose your pins, which is really nice. So I really like that as well. So that's that storage. Then down here on the bottom, we have a hodgepodge of crafts that I didn't really know where else to put. This is a macrame kit, but if I get around to it, I really want to make those into earrings because I think it makes 2 butterflies. This is a punch needle kit that's like a Santa Claus. This is a bookmark I've already finished, so I'm just keeping it in here. This diamond art bookmark that I did, I think, last year. And then I have a Santa that I started working on. I'm going to finish, and this is the supplies for that. And then that is also the supplies. And then in here, this is a cowgirl hat. I don't know if you can really see it, but this is a cowgirl hat and like cow print that my sister left here and didn't finish, even though it was hers. So I'm just keeping it in there in case she comes back or in case I need a diamond art project at some point to do. So there is that. Okay, there is all of that. And now I'm going to just move the camera over a little bit, and we're going to go into our yarn storage over here. Okay, so here is our yarn storage. So this top drawer, this top drawer is kind of a hodgepodge, as you can see, of smaller yarns. So I have a lot of the, not a lot, but I have a few balls of the peaches and cream. You know, this is just a great cotton yarn. Make washcloths, dish towels, all of that kind of stuff out of it. So I have like a Christmas print and then a few fun prints. And then I actually got this yarn on sale because they were clearancing it at Hobby Lobby. And it's the Stitch Soak Scrub from Lion Brand yarns, and it was on sale for $2, and this can make quite a lot of scrubbies. So I got two in the yellow color. Let's see what color this is. Cyber yellow, and then I got a pink color, and then I also have a blue color. Oh, I don't know if you can see that. Sorry. So there's all of that, and then back here I have some of just the little mini makers from Yarn Bee and a few fun colors. I was making some little coffee cups out of them that I need to revisit. And so anyways, that's just a lot of little yarn right there. So I'll put that back. And then the next one is all of my University of Tennessee stuff. So this is all of my UT Orange stuff. So right now I'm working on this project, and I'm going to be filming a video for this table runner, but it is making a table runner to go on your dining room table for game day. You can make it into any colors that your team likes, or you could even make this fall inspired, Christmas inspired, etc. And I got this project bag from Target for $1, I believe. And this holds my yarn in here and the project, and you can just put all of your supplies in here. So I just have the crochet hook that I'm using. I have a pair of the scissors in here, and then just the actual project itself. So yeah, that's a good way to store projects. And then underneath that, don't judge that these are all different colors of orange. UT orange is hard to find colors for, and so we're just doing the best we can with the yarn that we have. So what I have in here is I got some of the I Love This cotton. Actually, I've never worked with this before, and I want to make some more coasters out of this, maybe a pot holder situation, we'll see. But I found this. Let me show you this really quick, because she did a bunch of different ones. But this is from a channel on YouTube, and this is a free pattern. So for your different team, you might look and they might have the pattern for your team as well. But this is Crafty with Ashy, and she did a tutorial on how to make this crochet tee for the Tennessee Volunteers logo. And you can put that onto a scarf. I made coasters out of it. You can do so much with it. And so I have kept it, printed it and kept it, so that I can very easily see how to make it. And that was my first time using something like this. My words are failing me today, but this was my first time doing one of these with the chart. I know there's a name for it, but anyways, you know what I'm trying to say. So there's that. And then so I have some more yarn for that. And then what I've used before for the coasters was the Crafter Secret cotton. So I have more of that, and then even more of the Crafter Secret cotton right there. And then this was a yarn that I actually got from Michael's, and I don't know how well you can tell on camera, but it's orange and white kind of throughout. And I'm making a scrunchie currently, so I just kind of have my scrunchie right here as well. But I know these are all kind of different colors of orange, but like I said, UT orange is kind of hard, and depending on the outfit, sometimes you might be wearing something that's more vibrant orange, and sometimes it's a little bit more muted orange. So I think some of these things will work certain ways. So anyways, that is that. So I'm going to go ahead and put that one back really quick. Then the next one here, I just have a bunch of random yarn. So this is some yarn from Walmart that I really like. It's the Mainstays brand anti-pill yarn, and I think it's a really great affordable yarn. And then below that, I do have I love this yarn in this neon pink that I love. Then just a random ball of, I think this might be whatever the Hobby Lobby yarn is that you get in like the really big bulk. That's that one. And then I think these might be Red Heart, honestly, Super Saver yarns. And I was doing some daisies with those. And so that is some yarn that I have right there. Go ahead and put that back. My knee is popping. I'm getting to be an old lady. Okay, I'm gonna go ahead and take this one out before I put this one back in. These last few I've kind of had to tuck things in pretty far. So in here, I mainly have stuff I'm so excited for fall. I really want to do, I found this tutorial for free on YouTube of how to crochet a pumpkin granny square, and I really want to make that into like a blanket. Have like pumpkin granny square and then just an ivory pumpkin granny or pearl, then pumpkin granny square, and keep going. So I have all the supplies for that. So I have I love this yarn in the shade Desert Glaze. I have the Yarn Bee Fundamental Cotton and Coffee that she says to use. And then I have the Yarn Bee Pearl Spun in Pearl. And I think this is also the same thing. I need to figure that out. But anyways, then this is just a little ball of yarn from a project I was working on. That is like some of the baby blanket yarn from Hobby Lobby. And then these two, oops, random thing in there. These two are the Yarn Bee Yarntopia in Rose, and I'm going to make a baby blanket. I know I'm going to need more yarn than this, but I'm going to make a baby blanket out of that and do like the Drunken Granny stitch, and I think that will look really pretty. So that is that right there. And then my last bucket here, this is what I have. So this I got actually I think maybe like right before I got pregnant, right after I got pregnant, so a while ago. But this is the Loops and Threads Petite Pearl Polyester, and it's in the shade, let's see here, actually don't know, color PP02, I don't know, rhubarb. Okay, I found it. It was in a different place, I'm sorry. So yeah, this is 100% polyester. It's a medium 4 yarn, but you can see. Okay, y'all, I am so sorry I'm having to do a voiceover on this last part. I think somebody might have called me and then it took off the audio for the whole last part of this video. So I'm so sorry. Thank you so much for bearing with me on this. But I was just saying here that this yarn, it kind of reminds me a little bit of like a velvet yarn, but I am thinking that this would be really pretty to work up into a blanket for Christmas time. And I had started on a blanket like this, but it was like a really small stitch. So, and then this was a project that I have been working on for my sister. This is a Bible cover for her. And then I'm going to be doing the edging with navy. And I just need for her to like have her Bible in person so that I can measure the dimensions for it and whatnot. But I'm almost done with that project. And then this is just a project bag. This is just an example of a project bag that I have that I don't have a project in right now, so I was able to put in this tub. But this is like a bigger bag, and full transparency, when I have bigger projects, like a blanket project specifically, I will put them into project bags, and that is where I kind of keep everything together, because obviously keeping it in drawers or things like that would not necessarily work out. So I'm also just going to show you here at the very end, for full transparency, what I have in my project bags right now. So this is an example of a project bag that I have. I got this one, I think, from the Dollar Tree, but you know, it's just one of those big, oversized, like tote bags. And in here, I have a blanket that I'm actually working on for my mama right now. And so I was trying to get the camera angled so that you could see it here. But anyways, I have all of my supplies in this bag for the blanket, and that way that I can just take it with me. And then also everything is together, so you can easily find it all and things like that. So that is really nice to be able to have. And here I'm just showing you one of the granny squares. This is like a daisy granny square that I actually have made into a baby blanket as well for my cousin's baby. And then my mom wanted one, so I've started making this for her blanket as a birthday gift to her. So that is everything in that bag. And then I think that I was also going to show you another bag. So let me see here. Okay, so this bag is from Hobby Lobby, and this has my hexagon cardigans in there. And so I have two cardigans that I'm working on right now. This one I started making with just an acrylic yarn from Walmart because the more that I was thinking about it, I was like, I should probably make sure that I can work up one of these cardigans first. But this one that I'm pulling out right now is this really beautiful ombre purple and white yarn that's a Karen cake yarn. And I think that one is going to look so pretty once it's actually worked up into the cardigan. But I am working on both of those. I think those will end up being more like spring projects just because I have a lot going on this fall that I need to get done first. You know how that is with crochet. It's like you get one thing done and then you have a million other projects going. So this is just me showing you, like I said, full transparency. So okay, and then this is the last bag. I think I also got this one from the Dollar Tree. She's a little bit rough around the edges these days, but she still works just great. I love that one. Actually, maybe that's from Michael's now that I think about it. And then this is what I was working up on that blanket, but I'm going to have to frog it and redo it because I just feel like that this is such an intricate stitch and it's so small with that yarn that it's just taking forever to work it up. And it's definitely beautiful, don't get me wrong, but I think if I do something like a drunken granny stitch or something like that that's got a little bit more holes to it, it would work up obviously a lot faster. Look at all that I've already worked up so far that I like re-rolled. But I think it would work up faster, and then also I think it would still make a really beautiful project. So I think that that is what I'm going to do. And then in here, I also just had, I don't really know where I went or why this is just this bag on the floor for this part, but okay, here I am, I'm back. So this just has a bunch of honestly random things in here, some random yarn that I found that I need to re-roll and just things like that that I'm like, okay, I know that I can put that in there and that's that same yarn. So just lots of things like that. Then I found some daisy granny squares I had been working on. This is just kind of like my random yarn bag of just random things that I had. Thank you guys so much for watching my yarn storage. It seriously means the world to me that you guys watched this video through to the end, and I am so excited to share with you this very, very simple storage idea. So I would love to hear about how you guys like to store your yarn. What is your favorite way to store all of your stuff or your other crafting supplies as well? I'm always really curious what other people are doing for their storage. Also, I got one of those bins off the track and I just can't stop staring at that. But anyways, so again, thank you so much for watching the Meemaw Diaries. I hope that you come along for more of our crafting adventures. And I hope that you guys are having a great rest of your night. And please like, comment, subscribe, join our Meemaw Club, and I will see y'all in my next video. Bye, guys.